Energy disclaimers. With the evidence-based benefits from the energy method demonstrated by thousands of cases where patients' health has improved and self-healed after implementing the stem cell stimulation formula, Energy would like to share the following message to the global community. The energy practitioner community is growing and expanding to over 65 countries globally. Currently, the energy method is being taught in English, Vietnamese, French, German, Mandarin, Swedish, Spanish, and many other languages. Energy is a self-healing method guided by knowledge from the universe, which instructs students to raise their moral ethics and practice the 5 forms of love to enhance intelligence, comprehension, moral qualities, and elevate various professions for the betterment of life. Energy does not participate in any religion or political institution of any country. Energy is a legal non-profit organization in the United States with tax code 92-2493490. Energy encourages practitioners to demonstrate love for their country and global community by fulfilling their social responsibilities and showing friendliness among people. Energy is a self-healing and a supplementary method for those who are undergoing Western and Eastern medical treatments. In light of the numerous accomplishments demonstrated by Energy, we extend a global invitation to all scientific councils to undertake a comprehensive review, conduct research, and assess the effectiveness of Energy. Energy is not a religion, nor it is a place for organizing spiritual activities or worship. Energy does not advise or urge students to abandon or join any religious beliefs. Energy supports the enhancement of human intelligence to create numerous jobs for eradicating poverty, building happiness, and promoting prosperity. The content and teaching of Energy are solely for education purposes and do not substitute for professional medical advice or counseling.
Hello everyone, give me a second here and we should get class started. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to level 2 classes everyone. We are going to start class in 1 second here. Okay, so I'll be the instructor for class today. This evening, I'll be the instructor. This is class 2, level 2, class English. And we have only 1 day for this class. Class will end at 8 o'clock. Hopefully, we'll be on time. End at 8 o'clock. And break will be 7:30 to 7:20 to 7:30. I assume that you guys are coming back to coming back here, attending level 2, coming from a previous level 1. Because if you're going to get activation later for level 2, then you should have taken the activation for level 1 to get activation for level 2, so the energy will flow smooth and upgrade it to level 2. That way you can use the formula to practice level 2. Okay, so if you have not taken the activation of level 1, please reach out to me. Okay, so basically this reviewing, just a reviewing from level 1, basically this method is not taught in school and it's not even speak of in public. So it's just something that is not many people are aware of. Everyone receives the energy from the cosmic, the universe, without knowing. But how do we receive more? How do we receive more? That is entirely up to you. When you receive more, the light bulb just lines up for you. And that's when you're starting to get your transformation and you're going to experience improvement in health, clarity, wisdom, and your life would change. But you just have to learn the method to be able to receive more energy than just receiving it every day from the universe. And this is why you're here, because how much you can benefit from this method is depends on each one of us. How much do we really want it? How much do we really want to recognize the adjustment that we need to make to go back to our natural goodness? Okay, so I like to share a little bit of my experience before I go into my class, but let me check real quick to make sure that everyone can hear me well. And because when I'm speaking live like this, I cannot tell if how you see me, like volume wise, and let me check to make sure real quick because okay, look like I'm moving and volume. Okay, volume is good. Okay, excellent. Okay, so I like to share a little bit of my experience before I get into the class materials. Yesterday, I had an experience of dead batteries, and I within a minute, there's a lady. She stopped from whatever she was, on the route doing. She stopped and she asked me, "Do you need me to help start your car?" I thought that was so wonderful that she actually stopped and asked me if I need help. So I was like, "Yes, please," but I don't know anything about car. Honestly, I don't know anything about car. Yeah. Anyway, so she said, I can help you. So while we're trying to figure out to do all that, I thought, she was such a wonderful person, She's just so little thing that she does like that. It makes a big difference in this society, for humanity as a whole. And then the man showed up and he took over and he helped. And I thought I was like, there's a lot of good people out there. There's a lot of good people out there. And any obstacles that hit us is always trying to remind us of something or is trying to teach us something, right? This one is actually reminded me that within a minute, I have people come help me. And then, so one lady and then the man came. And then finally, the man told me, after I can start my car, he said, go to O'Reilly. It's just around the corner, less than 2 minutes. Have them test your battery. And if the battery is bad, change it. To be honest, I didn't even know I can do that at O'Reilly. I didn't know that I can actually have the battery test and change. And it's just, I didn't know. So I came over there. And right away, they sent out a person to help me. And they sent a very young man came out to help me. It's just like maybe he just graduated from high school. So he came out and helped me. And I mean, if he worked at O'Reilly, I would expect that he knows, how to open my hood and how to locate the battery. Well, he didn't ask me, but it took him like 10 minutes, at least 10 to 15 minutes. And finally, he couldn't find the battery under my hood. And so he go, "Where is your battery?" And I said, "I don't know." And I just take a look at him. I go, the kid is very young, must be his first job. So when I see him, I go, this is gonna be my son. He gonna be first job, not know a lot of things. And I say, oh my God, I need to help out this young man. And after, he get this experience down, he going to be more confident. So I said, I don't know where it is, but I can help Google and we can watch a video together and we can figure it out. So that's what we did. I Google, found a video, show exactly where the battery location. It was very funny. And we watched together and he lifted up and he tested my battery. And then in the end, he said, you need a new battery, it's dead or it's no longer good. So he did all that. He replaced my battery and I went on my way. But it took him a long time to do anything, any steps. And the longer he takes, the more traffic I would have to face, because when it get closer to when people getting up work, I'm gonna be sitting in traffic, lots of traffic. In Houston, 610 loop is horrific traffic. Anyway, but I thought helping this young man, gaining his confidence, and he's so young, must be his first job, is more important than me sitting in the traffic. So little thing that we do it matters. It makes it's help humanity as a whole. It's no matter how little thing that we actually do every day in our lives, it matters. Because he looked so confident when everything was over. I mean, he gained experience, and I didn't get mad at him for taking too long. I didn't ask him like mean question like, what do you mean you don't know where it is? You work here, you're supposed to know. So being compassionate and understanding and giving people a break is very important. And when we do that, our brain always have that harmonic frequency, because we just don't like to be, we have a very good understanding and compassion for other people. Therefore, we carry a very harmonic frequency. And this frequency is the same frequency that broadcasts from the universe. If we cannot, we talk about frequency +1 -1 in level 1, and I'll quickly review that later. But if we can keep that frequency, we can connect it more fully. So I just want to share yesterday experience. I went home, although it took me longer to get home, but I smiled that evening. It's like that young man just gained some confidence. And that lady helped me. She started it. I was really wonderful of her. She actually probably watching me on YouTube today because I invited her and she's very excited. So if you're here, I just want to say thanks again. Okay, so little thing that we do in our daily life, we can actually change humanity direction. We just have to do it and believe in the ripple effects. Because if we don't do it and we don't believe, then when is it going to happen? And who going to do it? So we just have to worry for the future generation, for our grandkids, our kids, our grandkids, and people that don't have kids. How about the animal? Okay, if good human will handle the animal in a very good way, not mean and not abusive, but a human is not a good human because we're conditioned or we live in such a society that teach nothing but anger and blaming people and mean to people. Then the animals suffer too, because animals need kind human owner. So I love try to change humanity direction and change the society as a whole. I know I cannot do it alone, but I won't quit doing it. I do believe in the ripple effects. So we don't have to do anything big, that we can afford to. Just little thing that we run into everyday life, and that would be good enough. Okay, I'm gonna go to the class material now. I go to I'm gonna share a presentation. Okay. Okay, so this is the class agenda. Let me get it bigger so I can go over. Okay, this is a level 2 overview, NLG concept, logo, and benefits. We're gonna dive deep into 5 forms of love. We're actually gonna focus on the second form of love, which is love for family in level 2. Level 1, I already discussed self-love lengthily, so we're not going to do that a lot today. We're gonna go into family, love for family. Morality, I did that in level 1 lengthily, so I'm not going into that today. We just simply don't have time. And level frequency +1 -1, we did that already in level 1, but if I have enough time, I'll go into that again. Level 2 requires activation, just one activation. Okay. Class rule, we already know that be on time, receive all required activations. Receive all the required activation is very important, because without receiving the number of required activations, we shouldn't do the formula if we don't get the required activations. Okay, it would messes with our energy. Okay, so this cosmic divide line, this logo is so important to us. This is the whole reason why there's so million of people have their transformation because of this logo. The source of energy supports the development of humanity for an unlimited period and enough for all living things on earth to flourish. So don't worry about this energy running out. It's plenty for everyone. Contain the code to unlock the new knowledge to access the infinite and energy source of the universe. The founder, Mr. Lee, he carries a very pleasant, calm energy in his aura. Every time I do some volunteer at his farm for 16 days, 16 days I was, around him for 16 days, almost like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and outside of those times. And it was really amazing to be around him. He carried a very good energy. His aura is very calm. And his mission through the teaching of NLG, he hopes to help everyone reach their highest human forms. And let's go to okay. Our goal is to introduce energy method as a complementary healing practice, not a replacement for traditional medicine or your current medical treatments. Level 2 will take you on a deeper dive into the energy method, introducing more formulas than in level 1. And a higher energy frequency, that's for sure. The class include one required activation. I think I just mentioned that. And then we're going to go into the family love now. Let me get you to that screen, and then I can talk about it. Okay, so this is a review of level 1. We did self-love lengthily. We dive deep into self-love in level 1. Now today we're going to go more details into love for family. The level 1 and 2, we only required to focus on the first 2 forms of love. 3, 4, and 5 will be in level 3, 4, and 5. Especially level 5, we should have mastered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forms of love by the time we're done with level 5. So, and if we don't master, it's fine too. Some of us, need some more times to for our transformation. We just have to go back to level to form of love one right here, self-love. Gotta be patient with ourselves. So so let's go into the love for the family. Your prayers will get answered if you can just stop fighting, bickering, gossiping, judging, label people, and you can start that in the family, and then eventually you will be carrying it extended outside of your family. But we have to start that with our family. One way to do it is we need to really have an awareness, and we need to lower our ego. The best way to do love is don't assume the worst in people. Instead, know that everybody wake up every day. They have a chance to be a better person. Everyone. Every day the suns go up, we all have a chance to be a better person. And if our family is not quiet at the place that is, have a lot of compassion, kindness, then we pray and we just give them that time for them to become their better version. It doesn't help when we see the worst in them. It doesn't help them. It doesn't help us. When things get out of your control, or you feel overwhelmed with a lot of things, I know we're not being taught to surrender, but just surrender. Surrender is not losing; it's actually winning. And trust. Just let. As long as you're a good person, you have to surrender and trust that everything's gonna be okay. We were never taught that. We're taught the opposite. We're taught to control, to micromanaging. We're taught to, gotta be like strong. And no, sometimes we just have to maintain love, morality, and trust. Trust and surrender. Let the universe, sort everything out for you. And as long as your attitude is aligned with love and morality, you're going to be okay. I speak from my experience. You might lose something, but if you keep that love and morality, and you make sure everything you do, from your attitude, your thinking, everything, your action is aligned with that, and even if you lose something while doing that, you're gonna get reward multiple times over. But are we patient enough to wait to see the reward? That's a lot of us. We just don't have the patience, and we go, I've been good, and I stay good and everything. I'm a good person, and all the bad things keep happening to me, so forget it. So yeah, we just need to have patience, and we just need to wait, and you're gonna see your rewards. Because I actually speak from my experience. My first reward was all my health issue is like reverse. Even my doctor is amazed how I did it. It's very simple. This method is very straightforward, but it can be hard for a lot of people to achieve, because the way we've been conditioned is very different than how we should live our life to actually regain our true power. So it's straightforward, but it's hard for a lot of us to get that successful, to get enough, to get to a certain frequency, vibrate at a certain frequency, that we start seeing amazing benefits. So any obstacle that we face teach us something, remind us something, or trying to show us something. We don't see that the teaching, if we don't make a change in our perspective, and we just like get mad at all the obstacle that we're facing, then it will continue to press us. It press until we see it, until we realize there's some perspective that we need to make an adjustment. And then if that whatever obstacle is resolved, then if we have not learned our lesson, then we will face it again. And next time it might be worse. So every obstacle, don't ever look at it as a bad thing. Embrace it. Okay, life is duality, good and bad, and we just have to take the bad, transcend above, and see and ask, what is it teaching me? Because chances are the universe is teaching us something. They all want us to go back. The creator want us to go back to our natural goodness, because we have our power. Our true power is buried deep within us. And they just, the creator want us to go back to our natural goodness. And it's the universe law, the karmic law. A lot of this is going to be discussed in a higher level. But the creator is loving. He's all loving. He's not about punishing. He's not about any of that. But he just wants us to go back to our natural goodness so that we can benefit from our true power. So let's go into the family love. Do we see good in our family? Or do we make a list of all their wrongdoings and penalize them? And then then we cancel out all the things they did good in the past. So we really have to love our family and not do those kind of things. I have seen a lot of people do that in a lot of families. For an example, let's just say a son or a daughter penalize their mom, okay? Not allowing the mother to be in his life or her life, just because the mother wasn't perfect, make a couple mistakes along the way, and the daughter would think she's doing justice by not letting her mother in her life. That is not enough love and compassion, because the daughter has forgotten the mother changed hundreds of diapers and kept her alive when she was a baby, right? First few years of her life, who took care of her? Right? The mother took care of her, changed hundreds of diapers. And let's assume the daughter is wiser, or the son, and a better person. But what do you do when you're wiser and a better person with more wisdom and more knowledge? What do you do with that? You use that advantage to lift the mother, right? That's why we have it. We have more knowledge, more wisdom, a better person. We use that power to lift the mother instead of write the mother out of her life. Case, unless it's a very extreme abuse case, then we can just keep the distance, but we still can have compassion for the mother. We still can help the mother, but through another person. And we must have love for our family, and we shouldn't judge them. And here's why. The daughter did not, let's just say the mother is a ferocious person, but the daughter didn't walk with the mother every step of the way, right? So she doesn't know when mom was young, or even last week, how mom was pushed, abused, insulted, stumbled on, bully when she was young, and attack, experience maybe a big loss, or witness a horrific violence. We just don't know enough to penalize anybody. Okay, we did not walk into, we didn't walk every step of their life with them, so we cannot do that. It just that's not love. That's not enough compassion. Now, if we still judge, label, stereotype our family, we're not a better family member. We're not. Let me say that again. If we still label, judge, stereotype our family member, we're not a better family member. For the fact that we do that, we're just like that family member we don't like. Okay, when we do that, we're just applying our sets of beliefs and standards on that family member. Sometimes we need to have like a serious look at our ego. And sometimes we just have to realize that we have changes to do. And this energy, the more we change, the more we are going to get the benefit out of this energy. I helped someone because I consider this person family. Even a relative, you can consider a family, without letting this person know that I help, because this person is very can be ferocious at times. So, but I help because I just have compassion and love for people that I consider family, but I don't need a credit. So I help without letting this person know that that's me helping. And to make the story short, in the end, this person, when this person found out what I've been doing for the last almost a year, this person would just change. I can actually, I help that person change the way this person become a better person because of that. So when it comes to family, we just have to really love our family. They come into our family and they become our family for a reason. And a lot of that we'll discuss in the higher level. It's just not as simple as, what people always said, something about blood, anyway, they try to discount the blood related. Blood related is important, as we will discuss in a higher levels. Let's switch to between a spouse relationship. We don't compare our spouse or our children to another family. That's not loving our family. And a lot of us innocently compare without thinking deeply. That is insulting our family. That is not fair to our family. I hang out with a lot of mothers with their children, and they always compare their kids to a kid in school or a neighbor kid or a relative kids. I think that is just a terrible way to be parents. And that's just insulting our own family. We don't compare, period. Instead of working so hard to get that bigger house or nicer car, why don't we work less and spend more time with our family? It's just so much more peaceful and less stress for a family as a whole. And think about if we can maintain harmony in our family, like among sisters, brothers, husband and wife, if we cannot maintain harmony within our family, then how can we expect the leaders of the nations to be harmonic and peaceful with each other when we cannot even do that within our family? So that's something for us to really think about. We can't expect somebody to behave a certain way when we ourselves cannot do that in our family. So look at different nations. It's just like, oh, that's my brother, that's my sister, right? Different nation in on this planet Earth, they're fighting, and even on a lower family level, we cannot do that without husband, wife, or siblings, then how can we expect that from the leader of the nations? So we just really have to be thinking about that and be more loving and harmony, and think of the collective positive energy for the future generations and for the animals. Let me check on the time real quick. Okay, I still have a little bit of time. So forgiving family member is not losing. Forgiving is actually winning. We be the first person to benefit that. Because forgiving someone, that means you're not carrying the negative energy, and we be the first in line to benefit that. And then of course our family benefit as well. We when we able to do this in a long term, then we start experience a lot of reverse health issues and a higher level of happiness. When I say happiness, this energy give me the happiness. I'm not talking about the temporary happiness, like the one that we would go on vacation and then we have that really happy moment when on vacation, and then when we get back, over time, just that happiness is gone until we go on our next vacation or someone give us a gift, we experience that joy and then it's gone. The happiness I'm referring to, that is this energy can give you, is permanent, constant happiness. Even if bad thing come, we're human. We're still gonna feel and experience, the emotion. But this energy help you get out of that quicker than you could imagine. Okay, in the past, I couldn't do that. Now it's so easy for me to do. So it gives me happiness. It's not a temporary happiness like I when I receive a gift or go on vacation. It's a permanent, constant happiness. That's why I told people I actually have happiness in every breath, because anything that is negative come to me, it repelled right off me. I just couldn't stay with me, repelled right off. So let's review the 5 keys to connect more fully, because this whole method is about getting the fuller connection. Okay, so one thing I want to say before we go into this is the best time to learn this energy is before we get too sick. Because if we wait until we're really sick, our cells are really damaged beyond repairing, or it's so damaged already, it takes a long time for the damage to be repaired. And if we learn this before we get sick, seriously sick, we can actually see the progress of getting the energy and helping us getting the benefits much quicker. And for those that is not sick at all and sitting here in my class, you will gain a lot of benefit as well. For one, is preventive, because if I manage to reverse all my health issue, and if you're not sick yet, that means it's a preventive for you. And not only what health that you are going to gain, you're going to gain the level of happiness that you didn't think possible, and the clarity in your brain, the way you see things. Before, I won't be able to see a lot of things, but now it's just I can see a lot of things that other people around me don't see, and I see a lot of things that I will never be able to see before my transformation. Okay, so let's talk about the frequency review. Frequency +1 -1. Let me see if I can find a slide of that. Here we go. Okay, this frequency +1 -1, since it is a review, I'm not going to go into it much. It's a harmony frequency. It's the +1 is more like a grateful gratitude frequency. It's a happy frequency, but we don't want to go to +5, +10, or +50. That's like too happy, where we probably drink too much and then pass out. Just an example. But and the negative one is like angry, frustration, hatred. That's a negative. Now +1 -1 is the most ideal frequency, meaning you have the harmonic in frequency in your brain. Now if you go to +5, -5, the -5 is making angry comments to other people, thing coming out of our mouth that is very is angry. If we take it to -10, that is like punching someone. And above 50, -50, oh boy, that's probably is like killing someone. So okay, so how to keep this frequency? How do we keep this frequency at +1 -1? Let me get myself bigger. So okay, that's better. How do we keep this frequency +1 -1 the most ideal? We have to use our wisdom, our clarity, the new knowledge that we gain. When you get activated with this energy, it's actually over time, even you do the minimal. For some of you, gonna be transformation real quickly with this energy because you want it badly. You tired of your current life and you want something different. Those are the ones that really take this energy, run with it, and have very rapid transformation. And that's when the health is rapidly improved. Those are the really passionate students. And the student that barely do the minimal of it, you still benefit in the long run, but it's going to be slower. Now, I would recommend that you do formula every day. And if not every day, if you skip it, just make sure to remember to resume doing your formula. Because when you do formula, that's when you're directing energy into your brain and your body cells. And if you feed your cells every day with energy, then your cells are very intelligent. We only use 10% to 11% of our brain. But if you keep feeding your cells, your brain and your whole body and your stem cell, they are very intelligent. They get enough feeding of energy, the proper amount. They store to help you a lot. Sickness, intelligence, clarity, it's just your transformation, your happiness increase. I'm actually sometimes don't even recognize myself anymore because I have amazing transformation that makes me really pleased with this energy. This is why I'm here holding class, because it has to get out. People has to know about this, because I care about the future generations. I care about my son and his generation and the next generation. And I do care about the animals. And this has to go out so that everybody can experience, I call it paradise on earth. I feel like I don't have to wait for me to die to go to my paradise. It's here. It's with me every day. This method has to go out and people can actually experience the true power that we have that we don't even know that existed. It's innate, it's in us. It has to really get out and help a lot of people. Okay, so to keep this plus one, minus one, I can just throw out a few examples, and maybe you can think about it while you're driving. So if we're driving on the road and someone just cut us off, some of us get frustrated, maybe curse. Others would wish ill will on that person. And, but why are we like that? Why society condition us that way? I think it is because we just think we know everything. That's why we're like that. In my opinion, we think we know everything. But what if that driver just received a very bad news, right? Family being airlifted to the hospital. I mean, we just have to love ourselves enough to not let our surrounding affecting our emotion. Okay, we don't know enough, so don't get angry. That's one way to keep our frequency plus one, minus one, most ideal frequency. Change our attitude. Be grateful that although he cuts you off, but you didn't get into a car accident. So be grateful that, oh, thank God I didn't get into a car accident, even though this guy cut me off like that. So just change the perspective, and the person that benefit immediately, that's us. We don't have to get frustrated. Our cells is repairing us constantly. But if we keep pouring in a toxin faster than they could repair for us, they are going to drown. We're going to get sick. So people get frustrated. Just another example, people get frustrated sitting in heavy traffic, complain and frustrated. And, I the way I look at it is like, well, I'd rather sit here in traffic than be laying in the hospital gasping for air. Or I'd rather sit here in traffic knowing I have a car to drive around than to live in Africa and I have to walk 2 miles to get clean water under the hot sun. So it's how we see it. Everything is, if we change our perspective, we actually can maintain this frequency plus one, minus one. So this frequency is I'm going to say it again, I said this earlier, broadcast frequency. Energy coming down on us from the universe, the broadcast energy that come down, people can get connect to this energy. It's only connect fully. Only the people with frequency plus one, minus one can connect fully. If we have plus 3, minus 3, plus 5, the connection is limited. Plus 1, minus 1, 10, I don't know if those people can really connect. That means, punching someone. Then plus 50, minus 50 for sure could not connect. That's absolutely cannot connect. That's killing someone. So think of this frequency plus 1, minus 1 as a Wi-Fi perimeter. When you step outside this frequency, that's just like you take your computer outside of the Wi-Fi perimeter, and then you cannot get on the internet anymore. Let's think of it like a Wi-Fi perimeter. We go outside the perimeter, no connection. Another example is if we're sitting in class today in person and not online, and we have students raise their hand and ask a lot of questions that we're sitting here thinking, why are you asking that question? The instructor just finished explaining that. And then we get frustrated. We can be impatient and get, irritated. That means we don't have enough compassion. It's just very simple. We don't have enough compassion because we're lucky that we understand faster. We can absorb information faster. So please give the other student a chance to, even though they asked the question, maybe they wasn't clear, just have to be patient and recognize that We have to be patient and wait for other people to catch up and understand the material as well as we do. That is when we have enough love, compassion for other people. Now in level 3, we're going to go into love for the country and for humanity. We're going to go into a lot of those examples. Those students, they cannot absorb information as fast as we could. So we just have to have compassion for them. I mean, be happy that they ask questions so that they can gain knowledge. Be happy for them instead of get frustrated at them that they're wasting our time. That's a wrong attitude. We need to teach ourselves to learn compassion, to detach from all the chaos around us. And there is a reward for doing all of this. If we go back to our natural goodness, it's a huge reward, huge. So it's not like we're doing it and don't gain any benefits. This method, we can calibrate the benefits. So it's not like we're doing it in vain and nothing. So when we get to, let me check the time real quick. Oh, we're gonna go on a break in 1 minute, but let me finish this little section and then we'll go on a break at 7:20 and we'll come back at 7:30. When we come back at 7:30, please come back on time because I'm going to have Dennis Olsen. He's gonna come in and he's gonna transmit the healing energy for everyone. He transmits energy every evening at this time, 7:30, every evening the same time. So please come back in to receive the healing energy, because this healing energy, the more of this healing energy you get, the more your brain is going to become alive. So please come back at 7:30 to receive the energy. Okay. I'm going to let everyone go take a break now. Okay, because we are at 7:20. Okay, everyone. See you back at 7:30.
NLG disclaimers. With the evidence-based benefits from the NLG method demonstrated by thousands of cases where patients' health has improved and self-healed after implementing the stem cell stimulation formula, NLG would like to share the following message to the global community. The NLG practitioner community is growing and expanding to over 65 countries globally. Currently, the NLG method is being taught in English, Vietnamese, French, German, Mandarin, Swedish, Spanish, and many other languages. NLG is a self-healing method guided by knowledge from the universe, which instructs students to raise their moral ethics and practice the 5 forms of love to enhance intelligence, comprehension, moral qualities, and elevate various professions for the betterment of life. Energy does not participate in any religion or political institution of any country. Energy is a legal non-profit organization in the United States with tax code 92-2493490. Energy encourages practitioners to demonstrate love for their country and global community by fulfilling their social responsibilities and showing friendliness among people. Energy is a self-healing and a supplementary method for those who are undergoing Western and Eastern medical treatments. In light of the numerous accomplishments demonstrated by NLG, we extend a global invitation to all scientific councils to undertake a comprehensive review, conduct research, and assess the effectiveness of NLG. NLG is not a religion, nor it is a place for organizing spiritual activities or worship. NLG does not advise or urge students to abandon or join any religious beliefs. NLG supports the enhancement of human intelligence to create numerous jobs for eradicating poverty, building happiness, and promoting prosperity. The content and teaching of NLG are solely for education purposes and do not substitute for professional medical advice or counseling.
Hiện nay với giá trị thực tế của bộ môn NLG đã thể hiện qua hàng trăm ngàn trường hợp bệnh nhân được cải thiện và chữa lành về sức khỏe sau khi thực hiện các công thức kích thích tế bào gốc. NLG xin gửi đến cộng đồng toàn cầu những thông tin như sau. Cộng đồng học viên thực tập bộ môn NLG đang ngày càng phát triển và đã lan tỏa đến trên 65 quốc gia trên toàn thế giới. NLG đang được giảng dạy bằng ngôn ngữ tiếng Việt, tiếng Anh, tiếng Pháp, tiếng Đức, tiếng phổ thông, tiếng Thụy Điển, tiếng Tây Ban Nha và còn nhiều ngôn ngữ khác nữa. NLG là một phương pháp với kiến thức từ vũ trụ không gian, hướng dẫn học viên thực hành nâng cấp giá trị phẩm chất đạo đức, 5 yếu tố tình thương, để nâng cao trí tuệ hiểu biết minh định phẩm chất đạo lý, phát triển mọi ngành nghề, mang lợi lạc vào sự sống. NLG không tham gia vào bất cứ hình thức thể chế chính trị đạo giáo của bất kỳ quốc gia nào. NLG là tổ chức phi lợi nhuận, sinh hoạt hợp pháp tại đất nước Hoa Kỳ, với mã số thuế 9224934490. NLG khuyến khích học viên thể hiện tình yêu thương, lối sống có trách nhiệm với Tổ quốc, với cộng đồng thế giới, thể hiện tình thương, sự thân thiện giữa con người với con người. NLG là phương pháp bổ trợ cho những ai đang được điều trị bằng Tây y và Đông y. Với những thành quả đạt được trong bộ môn NLG, chúng tôi mời gọi tất cả các hội đồng y khoa khoa học trên toàn thế giới cùng tham khảo nghiên cứu đánh giá những hiệu quả NLG đã đạt được. NLG không phải là một tôn giáo, càng không phải là nơi tổ chức các sinh hoạt tâm linh thờ cúng. NLG không tư vấn, khuyên bảo học viên phải từ bỏ hoặc gia nhập bất kỳ tín ngưỡng nào. NLG hỗ trợ nâng cao trí tuệ cho loài người, tạo nhiều việc làm để xóa bỏ đói nghèo, kiến tạo hạnh phúc và phát triển thịnh vượng. Nội dung và việc giảng dạy NLG chỉ dành cho mục đích giáo dục tinh thần và không thay thế cho tư vấn hoặc lời khuyên chuyên nghiệp của y tế.
We would like to send the NLG energy to our beloved audience.
NLG disclaimers. With the evidence-based benefits from the NLG method demonstrated by thousands of cases where patients' health has improved and self-healed after implementing the stem cell stimulation formula, NLG would like to share the following message to the global community. The NLG practitioner community is growing and expanding to over 65 countries globally. Currently, the NLG method is being taught in English, Vietnamese, French, German, Mandarin, Swedish, Spanish, and many other languages. NLG is a self-healing method guided by knowledge from the universe, which instructs students to raise their moral ethics and practice the 5 forms of love to enhance intelligence, comprehension, moral qualities, and elevate various professions for the betterment of life. NLG does not participate in any religion or political institution of any country. NLG is a legal non-profit organization in the United States with tax code 92-2493490. NLG encourages practitioners to demonstrate love for their country and global community by fulfilling their social responsibilities and showing friendliness among people. NLG is a self-healing and a supplementary method for those who are undergoing Western and Eastern medical treatments. In light of the numerous accomplishments demonstrated by NLG, we extend a global invitation to all scientific councils to undertake a comprehensive review, conduct research, and assess the effectiveness of NLG. NLG is not a religion, nor it is a place for organizing spiritual activities or worship. NLG does not advise or urge students to abandon or join any religious beliefs. NLG supports the enhancement of human intelligence to create numerous jobs for eradicating poverty, building happiness, and promoting prosperity.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our NLG live stream. We would like to send the NLG energy to our beloved audience. When we say start, please look into the middle of the transmitter's forehead and imagine you are receiving energy into your forehead. Just relax and let this loving energy absorb through your body until a transmitter says done.
Trong sự kiện hợp nhất tình thương kiến tạo hạnh phúc của NLG, mời quý cô bác anh chị cùng đón nhận nguồn năng lượng an lành. Khi người truyền nói bắt đầu, quý cô bác anh chị nhìn vào trán của người truyền. Hình dung nhận năng lượng từ trán của người truyền vào trán của quý cô bác anh chị và để năng lượng tự lan tỏa cho đến khi người truyền thông báo hết giờ.
Hey everybody. Mike, can you shut the music off? Hold on one sec. Okay, we got it. Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the daily live stream. I've heard that there are people here that are attending level 2 classes. Congratulations and good luck on your journey. It's worth every effort you can put in. It's unbelievable when you really focus on it. So my name's Dennis. We have a team of 3 in the U.S. that do the transmissions. I do night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time every day. When she does 7 a.m. Central Time every morning. And we have Susan, if we're traveling or in meetings or can't make it, she steps in and helps us out. So it's great. But that's it. Please get ready to receive the energy transmission. And for the students, 3.5 minutes doesn't seem like a long time, but it does when you're focusing. So try to stay focused and just relax and receive. Okay. Okay, we're going to begin now. Batao. Okay, we're all set. Thanks everyone for joining. For the regular people, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Okay, everyone, we are resuming class. I'm going to do activation now. Activation for participant to receive the level 2 activation, which is a higher energy frequency than level 1. So we are going to do that now. I'm going to play a video. I'm going to play a video that show everyone how to receive level 2 activation. So that was Dennis Olsen. We have a team of 3, Dennis, myself, and Uyển, and we do transmission. At this time, 7:30, Dennis does it, and whenever he's not available, I would have to help out. And then Uyển, she does it 7 in the morning, and sometimes she goes on vacation. I also help her out. So let me play a video of how to receive the energy activation. And I'm going to play it twice. So this is how you are going to receive the activation. Your eyes will remain open and my eyes will be closed. And you are going to look at my forehead and imagine energy going from my forehead to your forehead until I say finish. It's going to be 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, so please drop anything in the comment if you're not following that video, and I will see it in the chat box. If not, I'm just going to play it again because it's a very short video. Okay, so here we go. So this is how you are going to receive the activation. Your eyes will remain open and my eyes will be closed. And you are going to look at my forehead and imagine energy going from my forehead to your forehead until I say finish. It's going to be 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, so the best way to receive activation is just find a spot where it's really comfortable for you and relax. Take a deep breath in your nose and then breathe everything out through your mouth. And then just receive the energy, just like the video instruct you to do so. Now, if it's only 1 minute and 30 seconds, but if your mind wander off, take yourself back and tell yourself that you are all getting energy from my forehead to your forehead. Okay? When I'm going to set the timer, and when I close my eyes, that's when you saw imagine receiving energy. Okay, if I close my eyes, I'll be very still and close my eyes. So a lot of participants thought my video is frozen. The video is not frozen. When I transmit the energy activation, I have to be still and I have to close my eyes. So I'm not frozen. I'm transmitting the energy. Please understand that. Okay, so we are going to start now. When you see me close my eyes, energy activation for level 2. And let me say that in Vietnamese real quick, because other viewers sometimes come in and see me close my eye. They thought I'm transmitting the healing energy. I'm not. So I'm going to say in Vietnamese real quick. Em kích hoạt não, kích hoạt cho tầng lớp 2, xin đừng nhận em kích hoạt lớp 2 cho học viên bên tiếng Anh. Xin cô chú bác anh chị em đừng nhận. Em sẽ kích hoạt chỉ 1 phút 30 giây thôi, xin đừng nhận. Okay, we are going to start now. Okay, that was level 2 activation. Congratulations, you just got the complete level 2. So now we are going to do one formula together, and this is the formula that you are going to do at home every day until if you go to level 3. I actually didn't have to go to level 3, but I did all the way to 5. Because after I take level 2 and I practice formula every day, almost every day. Sometimes I get busy and I skip a day here and there. But I practice formula after level 2. And then I realized that all my illnesses that I used to suffer, I mean, they were gone. So then I go, wait, how come I don't feel those things anymore? The stuff that I suffer. So I didn't have to go level 3 because I managed to reverse almost all of my health issues. And then when I got to, and then I continued because I was like, this is wonderful. Upper level must give me more than what I just achieved. So I went on to level 5, and I'm glad I did because it's really amazing. I get other benefits, much better benefits as well. So, okay, we're gonna do a formula together. Let me share a screen of this formula real quick. Okay, so this one is called level 2 stem cell stimulation formula. Okay, so it's just like in level 1, we still read step 1, read silently the in step 1, and then steps 2, we receive energy into our brain 3 times, similar to level 1 formula, right? And then here we send the energy from the brain into the ERC. ERC is the area behind your neck. It stands for energy reception center, energy reception center, ERC. Okay. And then step 4, continuously direct energy into the brain to the ERC and continue sending it from the ERC down the entire spine to the coccyx. Coccyx is the bone at the end of the spine. So in step 4 here, that means you get the energy from the universe, not from the planet Earth, into your brain, down to the ERC, and flow down to your spine, all the way to the coccyx. Okay, so I'm going to play a video for you to follow instead of you having to read all of this. But when you follow the video, please follow like as if you're reading it. And when the video say we're finished, that's when we're finished, okay? And this is something you're gonna practice at home every day. So I'm going to play the video now for you to follow. And then we have other formulas after this one that we don't have to practice together, but I would need to go over the formula with you quickly. Okay, so I'm going to play the video. Step 1, recite silently once. Okay, so everybody find a place to sit comfortably, relax, and just do this formula, okay? So I'm going to start now. Do we have any questions? I'm going to check the chat box right now to see if anybody have any question. Okay, so we don't have any questions. I'm going to play the video for you to do this formula. Okay, we're going to start now. So, step 1, recite silently once. Receive cosmic divine light, new era NOG, level 2 frequency band, stem cell stimulation frequency. Step 2, receive energy into the brain. Receive first time. Receive
second time. Receive, third time. Step 3. Send energy from the brain into the ERC. Send, first time. Send, second time. Send, third time. Step 4. Continuously direct energy into the brain, to the ERC, and continue sending it from the ERC down the entire spine to the coccyx. Continuously support the energy, maintain the warmth for the entire spine to stimulate stem cells until alarm rings. Okay, and we have completed.
Okay, so we are going to that formula. You are going to have that to practice at home. And then this next one is a self-healing formula. So basically, each formula is 5 minutes and 30 seconds. If you combine them, that's only 11 minutes a day. That is a very inconvenience, if you want to look at it that way, to reverse your health. I mean, don't we all need to have at least 10 minutes every day just to relax, just to, decompress? So this method is just so straightforward and so easy to practice. Mr. Lee had do a lot of research and doing a lot of think of a way where even the busiest people can do this method and gain all the benefits. 11 minutes a day, that's really good. And for some of us want to do it twice a day, so 11 minutes in the morning. Ideally, it's good to do in the morning, and then 6 hours later or in the evening, do it again. Now, when you do this and your spine doesn't warm up, you can actually do not the self-healing formula, but the other one, the stem cell stimulation. You can do up to 3 times a day to warm up your spine if you want it to warm up quicker. So if not, you can do it once or twice a day, and eventually you get there. You just have to be patient with yourself and love yourself properly. Okay, so this self-healing formula, same thing. Step 1, receive cosmic divine light, new era energy level 2 frequency band, self-healing. Recite silently the step 1. Receive energy into the brain 3 times, and each time you receive energy into the brain, you want it to be 3 to 5 seconds long to get the energy into your brain from the outer space, not any energy from the planet. Send energy from the brain to the ERC 3 times. ERC is the back of the neck. Visualize energy from the outer space entering the brain. Here it says on the formula. Make sure you read everything on the formula before you do your practice. And then step 4, continuously direct energy into the brain. Continue to transmit it down to the ERC. Notice this one doesn't ask you to send it down the spine because this is a self-healing. It's not a stem cell stimulation. Make sure you do it correctly. And then here's all the duration. With kids 8 to 12 and above 18 is 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, so let's moving on to the next one. Okay, so this one right here is healing for another person. This one is direct healing for a family. Okay, so same thing. Recite silently once in step 1, and then receive energy into the brain from the transmitter. That's you. The transmitter is you, and you receive the energy into your brain 3 times from the outer space, energy from the outer space. And then step 3, you send energy from the brain of the transmitter, that's your brain, into recipient's ERC. You see that lady had a bright light in the back of her neck? You be standing behind or sitting down behind your family, and you have your hand positioned like that on your family's back. And in step 3, you send energy from the brain to the recipient ERC. Okay, recipient is your family. And then look at the duration. And then step 4, transmitter continuously transmit energy from the brain of the transmitter, that's us, into the recipient's ERC, that's our family. Okay, let the warmth of the energy spread on its own until alarms ring. Now, do not support people. Always read everything on the formula. Do not support people with neurological diseases, because you need to warm up your spine when you do the stem cell stimulation, you need to feel the warmness for 3 minutes 30 seconds to be able to help family with neurological diseases. So when you do healing for other people, both your eyes are open, especially the person who receiving it. That person can look down on the floor or looking at the wall. Okay, so everybody need to be aware of what they're doing. The recipient, your family, can visualize the ailing area if there are any. Then just focus on the or just let it flow naturally. They don't have any specific ailment area. This level 2, make sure you read everything on the formula, okay? They need to space out 6 hours apart. Sometimes when you do formula for your own, you might feel sleepy while doing the formula because sometimes your cells had never received the frequency of higher energy. First time they receiving it in level 1, and now they're receiving level 2 even higher. So the cell can get really relaxed and make you sleepy. So try to refocus and don't fall asleep. If you get so out of focus for more than 30 seconds, restore your formula. Now, some of us might start feel really hot instead of warm. That means we ourselves were more injured than other people. Other people, they might do it and all of a sudden they feel warm and eventually it's like a very pleasant, cool feeling. But if yours hot, don't worry. It's just that your cell, needs more time to repair and catch up, and eventually it become warm and then really pleasant, kind of cool, not cold, cool. Okay. And if you don't have any sickness, then you cannot really gauge whether it's working for you or not. There are other ways that you can gauge the benefit. For example, clarity. You gain the clarity, the level of clarity that you never had before. You never had it before. And a new level of happiness. It's like unusual happiness, just like really good dose of happiness. That's another way to gauge it. Ability to control your temperament. This one is really, a lot of people experience this over time. They no longer lose their temper like they used to. Okay, ability to lead. You start shining at work. A new level of intelligence. It's really, you would see things that you will never see before. You'll make connection and you'll figure things out much quicker. Okay, so I'm going to show everyone. Make sure you read the formula really well before you use any formula. Please read. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. For those of you that register with me, you have my email because I've been sending you reminding class today, and you have my email. You can always reach out to me. Or if you forget my email or been deleted, you can always go to our official website and you can send them an email. Okay. Now, if you're busy and you're not so serious in practicing this NLG method, then it simply means your progress is slower than someone who practices the formula daily. Your progress will be slower. But that doesn't mean you lose what you learn in class. If you're busy or you can't do formula for a few days, resume like normal. It doesn't mean you lost the connection. It doesn't mean that at all. And every time you get activation of level 1 or 2 or a higher level, it has to be in real time. effective. It have to be in real time, meaning live, meaning I'm sitting on this side, sending the activation energy, and you on the other side, receiving at the same time I'm sending. And it's not from a recording, a past video. Okay. And let's see what else do I need to say before we dismiss class. Let's see what else. This one I never really do when I took level 2, but you can if you want. Indirect healing, you can do this through FaceTime, Zoom. So if you do this one and you have any questions, just reach out to me. Okay, even after class right now, and you really want to know it right away, you can reach out to me, and I can explain it to you. Send me an email, give me your phone, and I'll call you, or I'll set up a Zoom and explain more in details. I'm here, available to help everybody to get it right. So reach out anytime, okay? I'm not going to go into this and explain further because we are 5 minutes over our class time. So for those of you that need extra help on anything, just reach out to me, okay? This one is we are healing people with ear problem. So we do just like the healing formula, but position of our hands are different. See how Mr. Lee have his hand on both of the ears? Okay. This one is for hold on, give me 1 second. Let me get a better position to see it. Okay. The nervous system of the brain. Remember, make sure before we do this serious healing for other people, make sure that we have warm up our spine for 5 minutes and 30 seconds when we do the stem cell stimulation formula, and make sure that we feel that warmness 3 days in a row, okay? Before we start doing some serious healing for other people. Okay, I'm going to dismiss class soon. I just need to go through this one more time. Level 2 students have received 1 activation, can practice the level 2 formula. So if you receive activation of level 1 twice, 2 times, and you receive activation today, then you can use this formula. But if you have not received 3 activation, please do not use the formulas. Try to catch me next time I teach classes, or Dennis Olsen, he going to teach English classes soon too, okay? And by the way, you can retake the classes if you want to. But if you go to level 3, don't retake 1 and 2, because you're dropping your energy level. If you are level 3, don't take 1 and 2. But if you are 1 and 2 and you want to retake 1 and 2, that's fine. When practice, maintain self-awareness for 5 minutes and 30 seconds and relax your mind. If you're distracted for more than 30 seconds, don't count that practice. Reset the timer and start again. Choose a quiet place to practice. Keep your eyes open the whole time. You can blink, of course. Find a focus point, an object. I like to look on the floor when I was in level 2, or the wall. Avoid using a fan or sitting under, a fan AC, because sometimes you feel warm, but if you're sitting in a direct air circulation, then it's cool, and it's you cannot feel the warmness. You missed it. Practice formula as instructed. That is very, very important, to make sure you read everything on the formula and do exactly like what it says. No more, no less. Don't change anything in the formula. Okay, any question, reach out to me, but don't change anything. And the key to have a successful practice is maintain moral ethics. That's so important. Okay, 5 forms of love, the state of mind, the frequency +1 -1, and practice formula. Okay, and you're gonna get the desired outcome. Okay, let me see here. Let me turn this one off. Okay, everyone. Class is going to dismiss. Thank you very much for taking my class. I'm very happy that everyone here and get activation and getting these formulas and start reversing your health like I did. So I will email out the formulas to all the participant that register with me. If you have not registered with me, send me an email, or you can go on the website, create an account at our official website, and or you can replay this YouTube and take a snapshot of the formula. But best is to get the clean version from me. Okay, for those of you that need to go. But for those of you that can hang around for another 3 minutes, I'm going to show you how to create an account on our official website. Because if you want to go to level 3, you must have evidence that you take 1 and 2 with me. So it's good to create an account just in case you take level 3 in the future. So I'm going to show, take only actually 1 minute. So hang in there, I'll show you. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is our local website. If you type in your web, nlgsource.com, nlgsource, SOURSE, CE, nlgsource.com. It will take you to this page right here. And then you click on that. You see in the left upper corner, there are 3 bars. You click on that 3 bars, and it will take you to this page, the next page. And you see right there, click on account. So you can create your account. And then 3, you click on sign up. So then you start entering all your information. Whichever email that you provide, make sure you can log in that email. Because after you hit submit, it's going to ask you to go to your email to activate your account. But if you cannot log in your email, then you cannot activate your account. So make sure whichever email you provide when you fill out the information, make sure you can log in and activate. If you cannot find that email from us in your inbox, look in your spam or junk folder, okay? And then I think that's it. Complete the account, set up by going to your email and click on the link from us to activate your account. Check spam, junk folder if you don't see an email from us. This is our YouTube right here. You can go on YouTube and search for Energy Source Global, and you can subscribe so that you get notified when we go live. We go live twice a day, at 7 in the morning and at 7:30 in the evening. Okay. In the morning, Wing is doing the energy transmission. In the evening at 7:30, then there is the energy transmission. And I help them out whenever they have to, they're not available. I jump in and help them out. Okay. Yeah, click on, this is our Facebook, I believe. Or yeah, just click on that bell notification so that you get it. Here, the other one, YouTube. Click on the bell on the YouTube to get notification. Here's the YouTube page. You can watch our transmission, daily transmission twice a day on YouTube or Facebook. On Facebook, you just click on the 3 dot down here at the right corner to follow. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, right there. When you click on the 3 dot down here at the bottom, right bottom, then it takes you to that little window right there. Then you click on follow, just like how you follow other people on Facebook. And that's it. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful evening. And I'm going to actually teach level 3 English soon. I haven't decided yet on my schedule, but I will make an announcement, and I will teach level 3 soon. You like I didn't take level 3, but I did because I was curious. I wanted to see where this energy can take me. So, all right, everyone, have a good evening, and I will see you another time. Now, do you have anything drop in the chat box in the next minute? I'm still around for 1 minute. If not, just send me an email, okay? Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.